Hi, and welcome to our channel, where we present true, amazing near-death experiences. Now, we are going to tell a story that Elisabeth, from Canada, experienced in North-Norway in 2021. Elisabeth was a tour guide working in the beautiful North-Norway. It had always been her dream to come here for work. The stunning landscapes and the fjords. It was so beautiful. One day, while she and her colleagues had a bunch of Americans on tour, she had a near-death experience that would change her perception of the world forever. Her story is one of mystery, both spiritually and really putting a question to the whole "are there an afterlife" discussion. Is Jesus real? Is there a life beyond what we know? Elisabeth's story will give you insights on the topic, and maybe, after this video, you are left with even more questions. She told us this story while she was our guide last year, just opening after COVID-19. And we knew right then we needed to dig into her experience. We needed to hear it. So after the guided tour, we sat down and got the whole story. Elisabeth is explaining that she didn't really believe in life after death, nor was she religious. She likes to call herself a free spirit. She's from a Christian family and would describe herself as a Christian, but mostly because her mom is. She laughed and said she hadn't really been given any signs that there was something bigger than life and death until what happened to her on that mountain. At the time the story was happening, she was just diagnosed with cancer, and she still is. But she remained so focused on giving the best experience to her visitors. She smiles, shakes her head, and say that many call her crazy. But what the heck? She loves her job. One day, while guiding her clients through the snowy landscapes in Lyngden, just outside of Tromsø in North-Norway, she felt an intense pain in her chest. She was in the front of the line. She turned her head, screamed to Jonas, the leader of the tour. "Jonas, come. There's something wrong." She sat down. The whole line stopped. They had over 10 Americans with them in the guided tour. They all asked, "What is wrong? Do you need water? Do you need help?" She couldn't say anything. She tried. No words came out. Jonas rushed to the front, grabbed her by the shoulders, looked her in her eyes. She looked at Jonas, and even though there wasn't any sun that day, she felt like it was hard to see. It was so clear, so much light. In the blink of an eye, she felt herself leave her body, and everything went black. Boom. A bright light illuminated her vision, and she saw a beautiful garden covered in the most beautiful snow that felt more like home than anything else. It was surreal. I felt like I was capable of doing anything, and the pain from my chest vanished. The feeling was overwhelming, as if the weight of both of the chest pains and her illness was lifted entirely. As she turned on her side, she saw that the light was coming from a person wearing a long white gown. She was sure she had seen this person before, but she couldn't recall where. He looked at her and said, "It is not your time. It is not your time. Not yet. Go back. Go back." She felt a feeling that she didn't know existed. She can't describe it. Suddenly, Elisabeth felt herself falling and blacked out. Elisabeth woke up in an ambulance, surrounded by her colleagues, with a newfound understanding of the world she lived in. She questioned everything she thought she knew, and her experience left her feeling that there must be more. She became more spiritual and opened up to the possibility that Jesus and the afterlife could exist. All those stories her mom has been telling her, was she right all the way? Ever since that day, she felt different, more alive, and determined to fight her illness head on. Elisabeth said, "I didn't want to waste time on anything unimportant. I felt like I had a mission to accomplish." Her approach in life changed. She started to live in the present moment with more gratitude. Elisabeth's story is giving a unique insight into the world beyond, and it raises questions such as, is there life after death? And is there a divine being looking over us? Her encounter left her feeling like there must be more to it than just living and dying. It was a scary and mystic incident that shook her to the core. Elisabeth's journey is a remarkable one. It's astounding how a near-death experience can change a person's life dramatically. Her story raises questions about spirituality and the beyond. Even if you don't consider yourself religious, Elisabeth's story will leave you questioning the beliefs you hold dear. It's essential to keep an open mind and an open heart, just like Elisabeth did. It's not just about life and death. It's about the quality of life we live while we're here. We should strive to live every moment with purpose, joy, and gratitude. Even after a near-death experience, it is possible to restart and live a fulfilling life. It's stories like Elisabeth that gives us hope that there is life beyond death, and that there is a divine being looking after us. What do you think about Elisabeth's story? Please comment below. This video was made on the 2nd of April, 2023, and Elisabeth is doing chemotherapy in Tromsø at the hospital. Considering the circumstances, she is healthy and positive. So are the doctors. In some weeks, we will get a new update from Elisabeth, and we will keep you posted. Thanks for now. Remember to subscribe.